All right, we're here with Josh Koscheck. We're going to talk about the subject of cutting weight. Josh, good luck on the fight, man. It's really nice to meet you. You got a big fight coming up.
Yes, sir.
I'm really happy to see you, and this fight's going to be awesome, man.
Yeah, can't wait till December 11th. I'm going to get to square off with George St. Pierre again for the second time and get the opportunity to step into the cage and get my revenge my loss. And anytime you can go get a second chance in life at something, man, you got to take advantage of it and go after it.
Yeah, look at the BJ Penn fight tonight. That was crazy.
The BJ Penn fight was a crazy fight with Matt Hughes tonight, and you know, that BJ Penn could be a world champion again someday.
Yeah, I mean, punching power, that was incredible. But we're going to talk about cutting weight. How do you approach the process of cutting weight? And how far out do you actually start dieting and like change your lifestyle routine and everything else?
My lifestyle routine changes pretty far out from my camp. Once I know I got a signed fight, I don't eat red meat. I change my diet dramatically and pretty much stick to the same meals. And I'm a creature of habit. You know, if I find something I like at a restaurant, I'll eat it over and over and over until I get sick of it. Right now I'm doing a lot of just red potatoes and just eggs. And I'm eating at least one meal a day with that, oatmeal in the morning, and then at night I'm doing some type of chicken and vegetable or some type of pasta. But the big thing about cutting weight is, there's this big stigma, of cutting weight, and it's been like, from the wrestling days to now mixed martial arts, and cutting weight is just not for just fighters. It's for everybody, and that's the big thing about it. Is it's like you have to make it a lifestyle. You have to make eating good a lifestyle. But there are things out there that do supplement cutting weight, such as your product, plastics. When I cut weight to go for my fights, I am pretty much 10 to 12 pounds over, and I cut 24 hours of water weight. And obviously that's a miserable process, but the best way to do it is obviously diet yourself down and get it within a reach, and then use some type of plastic to make that final cut for me as a fighter.
Right. No, you're exactly right. Yeah, it seems like the 24-hour to 48-hour period is the water weight that you're cutting out. With the food quantities, you say you're a creature of habit, you're eating the same things. Does that help you to get from that 190 to the 170 as time goes on? Or do you increase the training intensity to get there by keeping the diet the same? Or how does that weight come down?
My weight comes down obviously because of the training. Intensity picks up. Obviously if you're training more, you're going to burn more calories. So at the fact of, the point where it's almost fight time, I'm in great shape. I've been doing it for, 10 to 12 weeks. And by the time it's fight time, my body is just a machine. It just knows what it wants. It knows what kind of food it wants. It knows how many pounds it's going to burn throughout a workout. I know on a Thursday, on our grappling, I lose anywhere from 10 to 9 pounds, just in 10 rounds of jiu-jitsu. So I know exactly how my body's going to react every single workout every day, just because of the food intake that I'm putting in. So weight cutting is a lifestyle. It's just not something that, oh, you know what, I'm going to fast, I'm going to diet, and I'm going to get in shape. Right. I've always told everybody this from day one. What kind of tips you have? Well, if you're eating fast food, that's not gonna take you to the next level. Obviously, yeah, it will take you to the next level on the scale, but it won't take you to the next level in the fact of being in shape and being healthy and prolonging your life. And if you live a healthy lifestyle, and mixed martial arts is if you're training mixed martial arts, you gotta live a healthy lifestyle. And that's a big factor when it comes to living this type of lifestyle. You have to do everything correct, and it goes from food intake to training to sleep to your diet and obviously your workouts. So it's a 360 factor.
Yeah, it's interesting to see some guys, like you said, it's a lifestyle for you, and that's how it should be. But you see other guys, they'll balloon up like 20 or 30 pounds. And they're like, all right, now I gotta go to camp, and then I gotta cut it out. Now I can't eat the sauces. Now I'm gonna switch it to real foods. Now I'm gonna decrease the amount that I'm eating. Each guy that we talk to has like their own tricks, but like you said, exactly, it's all about just maintaining and increasing the intensity, because that right there is gonna decrease your body fat, so you're gonna have the maximum amount of muscle you have. You know, as long as you're eating, you're going to have nutrition, you're going to have energy to train in. You know, once you start dropping weight and you restrict calories, you're not going to have the energy to train. You're not going to have that good of a training camp. So it's interesting to see the different perspectives, but
yeah,
exactly where you're coming from.
A lot of people, a lot of fighters definitely blew up. I agree with you on that. And they try to take that thing where it's like, okay, I have so many weeks that I got to get into just fight shape, and then I got my camp. You know, whereas me, I'm all year round. I eat very healthy, pretty healthy all year round, and you know, I don't let my weight get over probably 195, 196. You know, in training camp, I'm anywhere from 192 to 187. That's where I like to train about. So I don't let my weight get over 197. And because I'm always training, I'm always trying to eat healthy, and you know, and I make it a way of life. And you know, there's this one person that was in my life, and you know, I used to tell her all the time, you know, hey, you got to make it a lifestyle. You know, it's you got to eat and sleep and live eating and training and working out and make it a healthy lifestyle.
So how about right when you get to the water weight phase? So say you're at about 185, you got to go to 170 or whatever it is. So that last 10, 15 pounds, how do you drop that?
The last 10 to 15 pounds comes off pretty easy with me, you know, because I'm in such great shape. And when you're in great shape, you have a habit of, you know, cutting weight easier. You know, it's just natural. Your body knows. You know, I've done this a lot, and that's the availability of me to be able to fight as many times as I can in a year is because I'm always training, I'm always eating right, and I'm always within reach of being in great shape. You know, 2 or 3 weeks I can be in great shape because I'm training all year round, I'm eating good all year round. So I'm trying to prevent myself from cutting weight. So I'd rather just make it a lifestyle instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to blow up, I'm going to get 205 pounds, I'm going to be fat and miserable in training camp when it first comes, and be, you know, getting my ass kicked in camp, and then go into my fight camp, you know, relatively behind. So it's where if I'm already in shape and I don't have to do the weight cutting thing, then I'm ready there. You know, it's an easy process. So it's a lifestyle, and that's how I choose to live it.
Excellent. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good luck on the fight.
Hey, this is Josh Koscheck, and you're watching with my boys at Kutting Weight.
All right. Thank you.